Area studios on this Saturday afternoon. Laura Britt, Sean Estes, and our Giants insider Alex Pavlovich rolling with you for the next 30 minutes. And there's no way to cut this in a nice way. The Giants offense now 13 consecutive games scoring 4 runs or fewer. That has not happened since 1988. So you're starting to get into historically bad territory.
11 more runners left on base. 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position. The last 3 games now, they've left 31 runners on base, and they're 3 for 27 with runners in scoring position. So, not nowhere. I don't know what else you could say about it.
Yeah.
This is what you're getting right now. They did hit some balls hard today. They had a couple great defensive plays by the Marlins at the wall. One I정후의 hit was tremendous, maybe the play of the year that I've seen so far. That's the difference in the game, and you spoil an absolutely incredible start once again by Robbie Ray.
Yeah, Robbie Ray's going to go 4-0 in May. He should have been 6-0 because he's had 2 excellent starts where they couldn't score for him. And I think the scary thing is, you mentioned 13 straight without scoring more than 4. They're not even really getting to 4. Like,
not close.
It's not even close.
0.
Since the Wilmer Flores game, that is when this streak started the next day, and they've only scored even 4 twice. So you look at the last week, I mean, 1, 1, 2, 0, 0. There's some 3s in there, a lot of 1s in there over the last couple weeks. So it's not even like they're getting to 4 and you're like, all right, it's been ugly.
Yeah, it really has. And we'll let the frustration build up. I'm sure you're frustrated at home as well as we get a look at our play of the game that's brought to you by Toyota. You mentioned the I정후의 getting robbed in the 7th inning. Well, Tyler Fitzgerald was also robbed in the 4th inning. Take a look at this.
I hit a ball well. I mean, it's 95 at the belt. Gets just under it enough, and then just great play by the left fielder. He steals a home run. I mean, they slowed it down. It absolutely would have been a home run, probably just over the fence, but the short fence out there in left field does a nice job of getting to the wall and then making a nice athletic catch.
Yeah, and Yaz was on, so that would have put the Giants up 2-0 at the time, or 2-1 rather at the time. And then later in the game, I정후의, as you mentioned, in the 7th inning, also robbed, and this was just really good defense again.
Yeah, I mean, usually I'm a fan of tipping your cap to the other team because defensively, we saw it yesterday too. I mean, the same guy, Myers, made a nice play yesterday to get Daly at third. But this is one of those where you're like, oh, you tip your cap a couple times, but also the Giants never score. So I don't think they can. This might be one of those where afterwards they go, oh, we had our opportunities, but this is going to happen. You're going to have good defense on the other side at times, and you have to hit your way through that. They just have, haven't done that either.
All right, here's the thing, Sean. This obviously happens throughout a season, a 162-game season. Is there anything that a team can do? Not that the Giants aren't trying. Obviously, they want to score runs more than anybody watching or anybody within the organization. It's the team, the players that want to score. What do you do? What do you do to snap out of something like this?
That's a good question. I think you just keep showing up. You keep working hard. You keep putting in the work. Were you ever on teams that struggled offensively, like Pavs?
As he told me once, he said, there's a wall with broadcasters. And I just busted right through that wall. So he was trying all game not to do that. And then you get excited for that home run.
It's an exciting home run.
Yeah.
World Series, first one they had won in San Francisco Giant era.
Here's a reason to tune into Giants pregame live tomorrow. We had Dwayne Kuiper telling us they're going out on the town tonight. We're going to try and get you stories tomorrow on Giants pregame live.
As long as wearing that outfit.
That's right.
We got to go out on the town in that one.
Got to have the outfit. Speaking of Kruk and Kuip, let's get a wrap of the game. For that, we send you in the broadcast booth. Kuip?
Well, thanks, Laura. So a disappointing loss for the Giants here in South Florida. I mean, they get the hits. They ended up 0 for, I think, 7 with runners in scoring position. They strand 10 total. So that wipes out a great performance by Robbie Ray.
Well, and the way that he put the run on the board, or allowed to run the board, was 2 outs, just cruising along, and he has 2 walks at the bottom of the lineup, and then a 2-strike, 2-out knock that knocked in a run, and that was all the scoring. The Giants have to feel frustrated in the first inning when they had the bases loaded, and they had 1 out, and Adames struck out, Yastrzemski struck out, and I think that really hurt them. This is a team that is pressing with their offense, and when you let an opportunity with a runner at third base and less than 2 outs go by in the first inning, you think about it for a while. They never really could get a break today with the balls that they did hit well. Home run taken away, a brilliant play, and on what would have been at least a double for Jung-Hoo Lee in right center. Just not to be today.
So sometimes it's not to be. Giants will hope to salvage this road trip with a win tomorrow behind the kid, Hayden Birdsong. All right, Laura, back to you.
Friend Ron Wodas probably go hit some grounders to him and do some defensive work. But he has done everything this season offensively to build off of what he did last year. So there's as much excitement as you can get for Bryce. People just have to be patient.
Richmond, tough place to hit. Too,
Very
right?
tough place to hit.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good
Tough
place
league,
for him to actually, hit, right? Because if he can hit there, then, Sacramento probably a lot easier place to hit.
That was what Bruce Bochy used to say about Matt Duffy and Joe Panik and some of those guys who were underrated prospects, and he'd go, they hit in the Eastern League, so I think they can do it up here.
Yeah, Bryce Eldridge, the Giants' 2023 first-round pick and the future first baseman for the Giants as well. Well, the Giants get shut out by the Marlins this Saturday, 1-0 the final. On the other side, we'll take you back down to Miami to hear from Bob Melvin. We are following up on the odds. This brought to you by Great Resort and Casino. The Giants were actually the favorites today down in Miami, but they take the 1-0 shutout loss. The over-under set at 8. Total runs scored way under on that. It's just the 1 run is scored today. Let's get you back down to Miami and listen in to what Bob Melvin has to say.
The way it goes when you're going like this, unfortunately. We get 8 hits today and hit 2 balls like that and get nothing to show for it. Robbie gives up 2 hits and gives up a run, we lose. So just got to fight our way out of it, unfortunately.
What did Robbie changeup was working well today? What do you think?
Yeah, I thought all his pitches were working well today. Walked a few guys early on, but as the game went along, his stuff got better and better, and he's pitched like he has all year. Unfortunately, gets a loss in this game, which when you give up 2 hits and pitch 7 innings, typically you don't.
Just the way the at-bats are going, do you feel like things are trending in the right direction in terms of the offense, or is it?
We got a bunch of hits last night, only scored 2 runs. Today our at-bats again were pretty good. Couldn't come through with a big, in a big situation, but I thought Fitzy's ball was gone. I thought Jung-Hoo's ball was at least off the wall. Again, you just got to fight through these things when things aren't going your way.
How do you get out of it? I mean, you've seen this happen a lot, but it seems like this last 5 games or whatever, is it just...
It's been more than that.
Yeah,
We just have to fight our way through it.
Yeah.
I mean, today with the quality of the at-bats and the amount of hits we got, you figure it's going to score a run or 2, but you got to make your own luck.
The Giants 0 for 6 today with runners in scoring position, leaving 11 on base. Josh Dubois of the Associated Press sending this message out on social media. The Giants went 13-14 in May with a 2.64 ERA, the only other teams since 1990 that had a lower ERA in a month without a winning record. The 92 Cubs, the 2014 Mariners. So the pitching staff doing their job. It's just the offense that's got to snap out of this slump, and it has been an extended slump. The Giants now at 13 consecutive games scoring 4 runs or fewer. They have not done that since 1988. So it's a bad stretch. All you can do is hope that it's different in June. As you mentioned, a few of these guys have good numbers in June, and hopefully that pays off for the Giants. Let's get a look right now. Actually, are we gonna toss to Robbie Ray? Let's hear from Robbie Ray right now. He takes the loss today. Let's get inside the Giants clubhouse and hear from him.
Had a great feel for it from the very beginning, and could just tell that I was getting some bad swings on it and some soft contact, so just kind of leaned on it tonight, and it was very effective.
Is it sort of registered, although this is your first loss of the year?
Yeah, it's a tough loss, tough team loss when you lose 1-0. Obviously, I want the team to go out and win, and that's what I feel like I pride myself on is keeping the team in it every time I go out there. So a little frustrating, but we'll bounce back tomorrow.
The hard luck losses are the toughest, right?
Yeah, for sure.
A little bit about just how today went. It seemed like everything was going y'all's way, and you figured you guys would put some runs on the board, but it's just a struggle right now, right?
I mean, they made some really great plays in the field. I mean, you had the ball that's probably a home run left center over the fence. He robbed it, and then the ball in center field where a guy makes a play going into the wall like that. Those 2 plays alone, we had runners in scoring position. They score runs on those plays. So it's just a couple tough luck at bats where they've made great plays.
You can't speak for the offense, but just when it comes to how the team goes through it in a time like this, how do you hope to see everyone fight through it?
Yeah, I think, we know what we need to do, and we'll bounce back tomorrow, and, everybody's keeping a good attitude, and, it's obviously a tough loss, but, we move on, and we play one game at a time. But today you can't change, and tomorrow is still to come, so that's kind of where we're at right now.
Well, thank you, Robbie, for the perfect tee-up for tomorrow. Here's the look at the probable pitching matchup tomorrow. It's going to be a righty-lefty matchup, which I don't know that I need to say it again. The Giants have struggled mightily against a left-handed starting pitching this season. But it's Hayden Birdsong on the mound for the Giants, making his third start of the season after joining the rotation when Jordan Hicks was moved to the bullpen. Hayden Birdsong moving into the rotation.
Yeah, he threw better than the numbers in his last against Detroit. That game one in Detroit, I thought he threw the ball extremely well, especially through the first 4 innings of the game. He ends up giving up 3 runs, but he left the game, and Miller came in and gave up a hit and cashed in a couple of those. But he struck out 6 Tigers. I thought his stuff looked good.
정말 이정후는 야구를 위해 태어난 사나이다. 워싱턴 DC에서 열린 경기는 그 사실을 다시 한번 증명해주는 무대였다. 샌프란시스코자이언츠의 간판타자 이정후는 이날도 자신의 존재감을 강하게 각인시켰다. 3타수 2안타 2득점. 겉으로 보면 화려한 기록은 아니지만 그 이면에는 감탄을 자아내는 집중력과 탁월한 배트 컨트롤이 담겨 있었다. 4회 초 첫 번째 타석에서 이정후는 투수의 초구를 정확히 읽어내며 날카로운 라인 드라이브 안타를 만들어냈다. 중견수 앞을 가르는 그 강한 타구는 단순한 안타가 아니었다. 분위기를 바꾸고 투수를 흔들며 팀의 방역 신호탄이 된 결정적인 한 방이었다. 이정후가 타석에 들어서는 순간 관중석의 시선은 하나로 모인다. 그는 그만큼 믿고 보는 타자다. 7회 초에는 또 한 번의 예술이 펼쳐졌다. 볼넷을 얻어낸 뒤 과감한 주루로 두루도루를 시도했지만 뜻밖의 타자방의 판정으로 아웃 선언. 억울한 상황에서도 그는 단 한 번의 감정적 동요도 없었다. 오히려 담담한 표정으로 팀을 응원하며 다시 타석을 준비했다. 그런 태도가 진정한 클래스다. 이런 장면 하나하나가 이정후라는 선수를 더욱 특별하게 만든다. 그리고 9회 초 극적인 승부처에서 또다시 침착하게 볼을 골라내며 출루에 성공한 이정후는 2득점 중 결정적인 순간을 만들었다. 단순히 타율 2할 8푼 1이라는 숫자로는 다 설명할 수 없는 가치. 그는 매 타석에서 계산된 눈, 반응 속도, 배트 스피드를 보여주며 히트 제조기로서의 면모를 유감없이 발휘했다. 무엇보다 인상 깊은 것은 그의 멘탈이다. 납득하기 힘든 스트라이크 판정, 억울한 아웃 선언, 거친 슬라이더 공략 등 거센 도전을 받으면서도 그는 끝까지 흐트러지지 않았다. 어떤 투수가 나오든 어떤 상황이 펼쳐지든 이정후는 자신만의 방식으로 답을 내놓는다. 바로 그 점이 그를 한국 야구의 자존심, KBO의 유산, 그리고 이제는 MLB가 주목하는 천재 타자로 만들고 있는 것이다. 이날 경기에서의 활약은 단순히 개인 성적을 넘어 팀 전체의 활력을 불어넣었다. 비록 장타는 없었지만 그의 존재만으로도 상대 투수들은 집중력을 잃었고 팀 동료들은 분위기를 탔다. 이정후는 단지 안타를 치는 타자가 아니다. 그는 경기를 바꾸는 선수다. 야구는 결국 순간의 선택과 집중에서 승부가 갈린다. 그리고 그 순간을 가장 잘 활용하는 자가 진정한 스타다. 이정후는 그 순간을 만들어내는 천재다. 앞으로도 그의 한 방, 그의 한 걸음, 그의 한 표정에 주목해보자. 다음 영상에서도 이정후의 또 다른 전설이 펼쳐질 것이다. 끝까지 함께하자.